Let's go ahead and let's get started. Good morning, Fit Forever. I'm Coach Jaden. That is Coach Kirsten over there. Let's get this thing going. Let's take a nice big deep breath in, reach all the way to the sky. And let's go ahead and exhale down. One more time for me. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale down. Well, good morning, everybody. Make sure you have your bands. We'll be using both a light and a heavy pair, okay? But let's get started with some arm hugs, all right? We're gonna go through this warm-up 2 times, so just go ahead and take those arms. We're just gonna go ahead and hug ourselves over, under, and let's go. Nice easy arm hugs. Coach Kristen's gonna wrap her arms all the way around, kind of getting the fingertips around her shoulders or towards the back of her back. Okay? And just go ahead and continuously hug yourself over, under, and let those arms swing. All right, hopefully you guys are all feeling wonderful this morning. Me and Coach Kirsten woke up extra hungry, I guess, for today. So make sure after you guys work out, get some good food. Make sure you supply your body with the nutrients that it needs. All right. Now from there, let's go into some torso twists now. So go ahead and take your upper body. We're just going to twist it from side to side here. Slight pivot on Coach Kirsten's ankles here. And she gets that heel off the ground like so. And twist that body from side to side. We're going to go for about another 15 seconds. And keep in mind, we will be doing this the entire warm-up 2 times. Right after this, we're going to hit some leg swings. All right, so just to kind of get the hips open and warmed up. 5 more seconds. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Cheryl? Glad you made it on. And let's go leg swings. Pick a single leg, and here we go. So if you guys do need a little bit of extra support, if you have like a countertop next to you or your chair, you can go ahead and place your hand on that object just to hold you in place a little bit more. If not, do your best to focus on the balance here and just let that leg swing forward and back using the momentum here. And way to go. All right, 5 more seconds. And then all we're going to do is switch to the other side, and let's go and switch to the other side. And your quote of the day is, the definition of grit. The definition of grit is to have the drive, stamina, and determination to push through any challenge or obstacle thrown your way until you succeed. By the way, it is also a noun. So go ahead and swing that leg forward and back. 10 more seconds just in case you didn't know.
A person, place, object, or thing.
Exactly. All right, now from there, let's go walk out planks and let's go. So take those hands. We're going to walk ourselves out all the way into our nice plank. Core stays nice and tight. And then you're going to walk yourself back up to the top. So notice how Coach Kirsten took a little bit of a pause there. You guys can go ahead and do that at home and then come back up to stand, reach those hands up above your head. So nice walkout planks here. We're going to hit this for another 10 more seconds and then we're going to go into a nice down dog bear crawl. All right, so 5 more seconds, just walk yourself out into the plank. Now from that position, we're going to go ahead and push ourselves up into the down dog, so your butt's going to be up nice and high. From there, you're going to go ahead and walk your hands and your feet, I'd say a couple steps forward and then a couple steps back. Here we go. Okay. Now, it's okay if you do have a very slight bend in the knees. So if you do have a slight bend like that, that's perfectly fine. Let's just make sure we keep our butt up high and your back should be nice and straight, making about a 45-degree angle, coming straight down towards the ground, eyes looking straight down towards the floor as well too. All right, 10 more seconds and then we're gonna go back up to the top into those over-under hugs. Way to go, Kirsten, nice job. Just keep walking yourself forward and back and let's stand that back up. And here we go, over, under hugs. Way to go. Swinging those arms, wrapping your fingers all the way around, getting almost towards the rear delt, right? So you can hug yourself, get around to that rear delt area. Way to go. Just nice swinging. Notice how she keeps those arms up at chest height as she hugs herself as well too. 10 more seconds left. And we're gonna go back into those torso twists and then make our way down the body again. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Back into those torso twists, twisting from side to side here. Again, you can see how she pivots on the feet right here. So whichever side she twists to, the opposite foot pivots, gets that heel off the ground. Nicely done. All right, 15 seconds left. And if you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you have both a light and a heavy band for this one. We'll start off light in the beginning, and then we'll also kind of bump it up to the heavy one right after that. All right? And let's go leg swings. Here we go. So pick one leg or that first leg that you started off with. And just swing that leg forward and back, doing your best to keep your balance. If you do need to hold on to your countertop or maybe a chair that's closest to you, go ahead and do so. Nice work. And we got 15 seconds left. Good. Just keep swinging that leg. Try to get a little bit higher this time as well too. You guys should be a little bit more warm than that first time through, so try to get that leg a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1, and let's switch to the other side, and here we go. So same exact thing, forward and back on that leg swing. There we go, nicely done. Good. Notice how Coach Kristen also adds in some of her arms as well too. So if you guys aren't holding on to anything, you guys can also add in a little bit of an arm swing, just so it kind of goes with the momentum of the leg. 10 more seconds. We're going to go back into that plank walk out again, but let's try to walk it out a little bit faster on the hands, all right? 5 more seconds. And now let's set ourselves up for that plank walkout, and here we go. So take those hands, walk yourself out a little bit faster this time. Hold that plank though still, and then push yourself back up to the top. There we go. So you can see that slight change of speed now that Coach Kirsten has. Walking herself out a little bit quicker this time. All right, 10 more seconds. That's enough time for about 2 more. After this rep, you guys can stay down there at the bottom, go into your down dog position because we're going to go into those bear crawls. And here we go. So butt up high. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. Okay. Now again, if you do have a slight bend in the knees, that is okay. Coach Chris is just going to walk herself forward and back here. Ready to go. 15 seconds. Keep your hips up high, head down towards the ground. 10 more seconds remaining. Good work. Working the shoulders. Also getting probably a good stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. 3, 2, 1, and you can rest. Nice work. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of cardio. We got 2 rounds of this, all right? 20 seconds of each one. So go ahead and jog it out at home. First exercise, we got squat to tiptoe. All right, so Coach Tristan's going to sit down nice and low. She's going to be using her arms, and she's going to swing those arms up to the top as she gets up onto her toes. Exercise number 2, we're going to go running punches. So keeping those arms up at chest height, punching straight out in front of you. Make sure you turn your fists down, and then bring those fists back to your chin. Last exercise, we're going to go into our jump rope, right? And you guys can jump in whatever way you please. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that. Squat to tiptoe, exercise number 1. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Swing those arms back. Shoot them straight up into the sky. Right, notice how Coach Kristen ends up very, very tall at the top. Lifting the heels off the ground, using the calves to finish off that movement. 5 more seconds. All right, and now let's switch into those running punches. Here we go. So you want to make sure you keep those hands up at chest height. If you need something to aim for, I'd highly suggest maybe aiming for your computer camera. That's always best, because it should be around your chest height. There you go. 3, 2, 1, and let's grab that jump rope. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead. You guys can jump it in whatever way you want to. Coach Kirsten's kind of shuffling for her feet. She can do 2 feet at a time. Whatever works best for you. Feet go out and in. 1 foot in front of the other. Here we go, 5 more seconds. Make sure you rotate that rope around quick. And let's switch back to exercise number 1. Here we go, squat to tiptoe. So throw those arms back hard and then throw them up to the top. That should help to carry you all the way up into that nice standing tiptoe position. 5 more seconds remaining. Way to go, everybody. That's it. Keep moving, keep moving. We got 5 more seconds left. And let's switch. Let's go into those running punches. And here we go. Running punches, guys. Good. Throw those arms straight out in front of you. Stay on your toes, running it out. Good. Nice work, Kirsten. 10 more seconds left. Make sure you keep those punches up at chest height. The last one, we're gonna go into the jump rope, and here we go. Jump rope. Take those arms, swing that rope around, jump it a little bit faster. This is the final 20 seconds here, so let's start sprinting it. Good, and push that pace, push that pace. Nicely done, Kirsten. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so I want you guys to continue to jog it out at home. This is where you can take a sip of water, grab your light band. All right, we're gonna take that band, we're gonna put it around our forearm/wrist area, right? we got 3 exercises to go through, so make sure you guys are staying moving at home. So quick example there from Coach Kirsten. Exercise number 1, we're gonna keep the arms up at chest height, and from there, we're gonna go ahead and pull the elbows back, all right? And you're gonna make sure as you pull back, you're gonna kind of push that band out a little bit wider, bring that band right to your chest. We're gonna be working the upper back and rear delts. Exercise number 2, we're gonna go ahead and put those arms in 90 degrees. Maybe you can move this one a little bit farther down towards the forearms, keeping the arms up at 90 degrees. And from there, Coach Kristen's gonna open and close, making like a nice field goal, working those rear delts again, all right? Notice how her wrists and her palm moves with that forearm, okay? And then last exercise, we got a nice side shoulder raise, all right? So from there, keeping the arms at 90 degrees again, but instead of keeping them at your chest, you're gonna keep them down by your torso area, and then you're gonna lift your elbows up to the sides, hitting those side delts, all right? So those are gonna be your 3 exercises. Let's get started. Arms start straight out in front of you, palms face each other. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and let's get that going. So you're pulling straight towards your chest here, driving your elbows back, and you wanna keep your elbows high, okay? So notice how Coach Kirsten keeps her elbows high. She's not bringing it down towards like her rib cage area or mid-torso. She keeps everything up in one straight line, okay? Nicely done. You should be squeezing your mid-back, or your actually your upper back and your traps and your rear delts. Okay, this is a higher pull now. And now let's take those arms into 90 degrees, and we're gonna go out to the sides, and here we go. So out to the sides, start with your palms face each other, and keep your palms that way, so as you open up, your palms will face forward, and then your palms will face in as you come back together. There you go. Now, as Coach Kirsten resets, she comes right back to shoulder width. Okay, so nothing closer than that. She comes back to shoulder width, and then opens, pushing through those elbows. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now take that 90 degrees and put it down by your hip area. And now from there, we're lifting out to the sides. We got lateral raises. There we go. So no rest in between. We're gonna blast through 2 rounds of this just to make sure we wake up your guys' arms. Nicely done. All right, 15 seconds remaining. Good. Think about pulling through your elbows, okay? Not necessarily worrying too much about your forearms or your wrists, okay? Think more of the elbows and towards your shoulder. And let's go round number 2. So arms go back out in front of us. We got that rear delt pull, and here we go. Now keep in mind, this is a very high pull, so keep your elbows high on this one. And try to make the band touch your body, right? So that's how far you should be pulling. So Coach Kirsten's making it touch, and then she's gonna go ahead and press it back out in front of her. There we go, good, just like that, okay? 10 more seconds remaining. Way to go, keep your hands facing each other, keep those elbows high now. 5 seconds. And let's put those arms at 90 degrees, fingers facing up, and from there, move your elbows out to the sides, and then back to center. Okay, out to the sides, back to center. It's staying right around kind of like her nose height, so right around her nose, that's kind of where you want that band to be, and that's kind of where you want that band to extend. 10 more seconds. The farther you pull, the more tension you get. All right, so make sure you hit that goalpost position. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Let's put the band down by our torso. And then from there, you're going to lift those elbows out to the sides. Okay. Notice from her shoulder to her elbow, right? So from the shoulder to the elbow, she keeps everything in line with her rib cage, right? And she basically just lifts out to the side, okay? So again, don't think too much about using the forearms or the wrists or the hands. Think more from the shoulder part down to the elbow. That's what should be staying pretty rigid. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work. You can shake that out. Work. Shoulders should feel good. You guys can get a sip of water if you need it. And Coach Kirsten just switched to the heavier band, so you guys can go ahead and do that as well too. If you got that at home, let's switch to that heavier band. We're gonna put it right above our knees. All right, so your next set of exercises, we actually got four exercises, my bad. Exercise number 1, we got crab walk side to side. So you're gonna go ahead and sit nice and low. Coach Kirsten's gonna take some small steps, stepping from left to right. All right, so if you guys don't have a lot of space, it's okay. You can take 1 step to the left, 1 step to the right. If you got a lot of space like we do, take as many steps as you like, right? Exercise number 2, we got monster walk. So same exact idea, but now you're going to be moving forward and back, okay? So facing forward, Coach Kirsten is going to make sure that she pushes out into the band the entire time. All right, she can make her little monster hands as well too.
Scary.
Or magical. Pushing that knee out. Okay, make sure you stay wide on these monster walks. All right. And then last exercise, we're gonna do this on the right and left leg. Exercise is gonna be a front kick, side kick, and back kick. So you're gonna start with a nice front kick, then into a side kick, and then into a back kick. Okay. Now level 1, you can place your foot down in between each rep, like that, and reset. Or level 2, you're gonna keep your foot off the ground the entire time as you perform all 3 kicks, okay? And we're gonna do that on the right and left side, all right? So let's get going. We're gonna start off with those side to side walks, all right? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. You can add in your little crabby hands as well too. Make it a little fun here, good, and make sure you stay low. There we go. And as she steps, right, it's a very soft step, so she's not really stomping into the ground here. Stay as low as feels comfortable, and make sure you push out into that band, okay? The more tension you create, the harder your legs are gonna have to work, and that's what we want. 3, 2, 1, now let's switch into the crab, or into the monster walks now. Okay, so now this is a forward and back walk, but you want to keep your feet outside of shoulder width here and make sure that you're constantly pushing out into that band, staying nice and low. So front view here from Coach Kirsten. There we go. All right, she kind of steps and pauses, and then she's going to walk herself back as well too. If you don't feel comfortable walking backwards, you guys can always face forward again. 3, 2, 1. Now let's take your right leg. Let's start there. We're going to go forward kick, side kick, and then back kick. Okay, now when you do these kicks, try to keep your leg as straight as you can the entire time. You do not have to kick high, all right? Just enough to where you hit that peak tension on the band here. Point your toe face up. There we go, kick out to the side and back. Keep in mind, level 2, keep your foot off the ground the entire time. Level 1, you can reset every single time in between each rep. And let's switch sides. Here we go, same exact thing, other side, let's go. So forward kick, got that side kick, and then that back kick. Nice. So make sure you hit all 3 areas, and notice how Coach Kirsten also stays very much so upright, and her plant foot is fairly straight with just a very minor bend in the knee. 10 more seconds left. And we're gonna go back to those side to side walks, or those crab walks, in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So let's set it nice and low again. We repeat this one more time. Make sure you're pushing out into that band. Stay low, step softly. Okay, step very, very softly here. Way to go. Take big steps. Now, the bigger the step, the better. The more ground you're going to be able to cover as well too. 10 more seconds remaining, fit forever. Keep on going. Nice. Eyes look straight forward. Working the lateral movement. All right, we're going to go into those monster walks next. And here we go. We got those monster walks. So let's sit low here. Legs are outside of shoulder width. Coach Kirsten takes big steps, moving forward and back. Again, if you're not comfortable walking backwards, you guys can always turn yourself around and then walk forward again. Okay. Way to go, Kirsten. Nice job. 10 more seconds. Isn't that the most friendliest monster you've ever seen?
Yeah. I'm not very scary.
It's okay, we don't need scary monsters today. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now let's switch into that right leg. We got that forward, side, back kick, and let's go. There's a forward, side, and a back kick. There you go. Now with each of these movements, right, make sure it's very controlled. Okay, we're not looking to kick hard or fast or anything like that. Just enough so that way when you lift that leg, you just get enough tension on the band to where it challenges you, challenging the hip flexors and all those muscles surrounding the hips and the glutes. And we switch legs. Here we go. Final 30 seconds. Let's go. So switching to the other side, forward, side, and back kick. On the back kick, you can lean forward just slightly. Okay, just a very slight lean forward is okay. And even on the side kick, okay, again, for the side kick, you can lean opposite just very slightly, but not too crazy. You want to try to stay upright for the most part. Do your best to keep your balance. Try that level 2, 5 more seconds. And time. Woo. Way to go, Kirsten. Okay.
Guys.
You can take that band off. We're actually going to get down to the ground here. We're going to do some plank stuff. All right. So get a quick sip of water. Angle that down. You can. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry. You can take your light band. You can take your light band, put it around your wrist, or for level 1, you guys can do without the band. Okay. So exercise number 1, we're going to start off with left to right plank taps. All right. So in your plank position, do these either on the knees or on the toes. Coach Kirsten is going to take those hands, and she's going to go left to right, tapping her hand out to the side. Okay. Now, level 1, you guys can also do this without the band, or you can also put your knees on the ground as well too. Notice how though she keeps her plank position, her back stays nice and straight. Exercise number 2, we're then going to go forward and down plank tap. So now you're going to reach forward, and then right below, kind of towards your belly button area, you're going to reach that arm backwards. All right. And then, of course, level 2, you can also do these on the toes as well, forward and down, all right? And then your final exercise, we're just going to get down into that forearm plank hold, and we're going to be holding that plank on the forearms, level 1, on the knees. Okay, here we go. So starting off with that, with the plank taps, all right? We're going to go 2 times through. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. We're gonna give you guys rest right at, I'll give you rest halfway through, before we go into that second round. Good, so take that hand, tapping out to the side here. Keep in mind, level 1, you can do these on the knees, or level 2, do them on the toes. There we go. And you don't necessarily need to reach out super wide. Of course, if you wanna make it harder, go ahead and do so. But just a very slight tap out to the side, just outside of shoulder width. Yeah. All right, and we switch now. We go forward and down. Let's go. So step forward and then down, and then you're going to alternate to the other side. Forward and down. Okay. Tap forward and down. Perfect. Forward and down. Good. So that down should get underneath your body. There we go. And again, if you want to make it more challenging, just try to reach out a little bit further. All right, and switch. We go into that elbow plank, and here we go. Down to those elbows. You can have your palms face each other or palms face up, whatever works best for you. But notice how Coach Kirsten has that nice straight line from the top of her head all the way down to her heels. 3, 2, 1, and you can shake that out. Good. All right, quick rest, shake that out. We're gonna do this one more time. I actually went 30 seconds of the first exercise. Sorry, it was a little bit. No, I ended up. I was just so mesmerized by your form, Kristen. I just lost track of time. All right, so let's go back. Put that band around your wrist. We're gonna go left to right here. 20 seconds this time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Take that wrist, or take the band and your hand out to the side here. If you look back towards Coach Kirsten's feet, she has a wide base. Her base is actually outside of hip width. And that wide base helps so that way you don't rock your hips too much, because you want to make sure you keep your core tight. And now let's switch to forward and down, and here we go. So step your hand forward and then down. Forward and down. Good. Very light taps. Okay, so stay light on the hands here. Forward and down. 10 more seconds remaining. Way to go, Kirsten. Core stays nice and tight. Last one, elbow plank, and here we go. Down to that elbow plank. Last one, and then we got abs to finish off. Keep your arms at 90 degrees. Stay either on the toes or on the knees. And everybody's got 10 more seconds remaining. Core stays tight. Engage and just flex everything in your body. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Well, you guys can actually take that band, you can put it around your ankles, because we're going to be using that for your abs. So we have 3 exercises. Exercise number 1, we're going to start on our back, and what you're going to do is you're going to start with a nice 90-degree angle in the legs. Okay, and make sure that you have tension in the band. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're pushing out into that band. Now from this position, Coach Kirsten is going to tap her toes on the ground, and then she's going to lift back up into that 90-degree position, or into her starting position, okay? And legs will stay at 90 degrees the entire time. Exercise number 2, we're then going to go into toe reaches, okay, or toe touches. Now for this one, she's going to make sure that she also keeps tension in the band, okay, and she's going to make a V with the legs, and from there she's going to reach up and touch those toes, or you can also aim for the shins as well too. Okay. Last exercise, we got big hollow rocks. So staying in that same position where you have tension on the band, you're going to go ahead and swing yourself up like you're sitting out of bed, and then swing yourself back. And basically, Coach Kirsten is keeping her body at a nice 90-degree angle. Okay, she's using the legs to sit herself up while maintaining a nice solid core. Okay, we got 2 rounds of this, so let's get started with those band toe taps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So start your legs at 90 degrees. She's gonna point the feet, and she's just tapping the toes on the ground here, pulling through the bottom portion of her core. So this one really will work the bottom portion. And keep in mind, for all of these exercises, you want to have tension in the band, pushing out with your legs. 10 more seconds remaining. And then we're going to go into those toe touches. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So legs are going to be straight up. Make sure that you make a V with those legs. Reach up, touch the toes, or you can also aim for your ankles. Okay, so aiming for the ankles, just as good. Just make sure that you get the shoulder blades off the ground. So now this is going to work more of the top portion here. Way to go, keep going. 10 more seconds remaining. That's it, Kirsten. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Then we got the big hollow rock. So imagine if you guys are trying to get yourself out of bed, right? You got to swing those legs up, push them down fast, and it's going to sit your body up to the top. Coach Kirsten keeps her back nice and straight as she sits all the way up and flexes her core as hard as possible. 15 seconds remaining. Then round number 2 is going to come up for the final part. Right? Way to go. She's keeping her arms up above her head as well too. Very important there. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to the toe touch. And here, or the toe tap on the ground. There we go. So only thing about moving through your hips, okay? Your knees should stay at that sort of 90-degree angle. They should not be moving as you lower or raise them back up. 15 seconds. Pointing those toes, touching the ground out in front of you. Arms can stay right out to the sides here. 5 more seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna switch. So legs are gonna go straight up. We got the toe touches, and here we go. Do your best to try to reach up and touch those toes. There we go. That view right shows you that Coach Kirsten's keeping tension in the band. 10 more seconds remaining. So the distance of your leg should be outside of shoulder width here. 5 more seconds. Way to go. And last one, we're going to go into those big hollow rocks so like you guys are getting out of bed. Throw your legs forward. Sit yourself up to the top. Roll yourself back. Nicely done. Good. Flex those abs as hard as possible now. 10 more seconds remaining. Way to go, Kirsten. You're almost there. And everybody at home, keep moving. Flex those abs. 5 more seconds. And time. Nice. Woo. Way to go. Way to go. That was a nice job. Nice job, everybody. Okay. You can go ahead. You can turn around. Drop those hips to the floor. Bring your chest up to the top. Just get a good stretch. You can turn your head from left to right as well, too. Awesome job, everybody. Alright, and when you're ready, you can slowly make your way up to the top. Way to go, Fit Forever. Yeah, tuck those toes under, walk your hands back towards your feet, and stand up nice and slow. That's it. Alright, let's go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. And you can exhale down one more time for me. Big deep breath in. And exhale down. Thank you so much, Fit Forever. Way to push yourself today. All right, let's go ahead and bring it out in front. Hands in the middle. You know how we end off class. Here we go. Fit Forever on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fit forever!
Thank you so much. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Keep in mind your quote of the day is grit, to have the drive, stamina, and determination to push through any challenge or obstacle thrown your way until you succeed. All right? It is a noun. Have a good day, guys.